Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. It's Luke here. As I said, if news does come out, I will make a video. There is some news. No kits though still. No kits to review. Oh, God knows when they're going to come out. But it looks like Felipe Anderson, there's been smidgens of rumours here and there. It looks like he's finally going to return to Lazio. Lazio have sort of put a lot of sort of teasy statement, and ex-West Ham employee also put some stuff about the talks of progressing. Looks like a fee anywhere around a free transfer or 3 million, which again is still incredibly low money and doesn't really make any difference to our transfer budget. I wasn't bothered whether we kept him or didn't keep him. I thought if we kept him, there's a player for the Europa League that can maybe play himself back into some form. But if he goes, I'm not really bothered anyway because we didn't miss him. My issue lies with the fact that we've invested so much money into the player, wages, and as I say, around a 35-40 million transfer fee. His first season, I thought he was fantastic. He scored, I believe he scored about 8 goals for us. Put a shift in as well defensively. And then, I don't know, just completely went off the boil after that. Looked lazy. The step over was half-hearted. The passing was half-hearted. He wasn't scoring goals. I was there for his one and only goal, and he's inevitably ended up being his last goal for West Ham against Bournemouth. In that second season, I was willing him on, because I was a big fan of him the first season when he was scoring goals, scoring at Newcastle, scoring at Southampton, scoring some big goals. But it just didn't happen. He didn't push on after that goal against Bournemouth either. And then as soon as Moyes came back, he bombed him off. He was like, "No, actually, I don't see what you're about." And obviously he's gone on loan to Porto. Didn't get on well there either. Again, was a bit bombed there. Played a few games and then was on the bench most of the time. Is his heart and his head still in football? Was the move to West Ham too much? To the Premier League? I don't know. There was a player in there. There was a decent player in there. If we would have bought him for 20 million, would he still be at West Ham? Probably. I don't know. But the 40 million tag definitely killed him a bit. I don't think he fits Moyes' mantra, so I'm not disappointed in that. In Moyes we trust, and I want players that Moyes wants to play, not players that Moyes looks at the bench, as we've seen. Even last season, Moyes look at the bench and go, "No, I'd rather not make a sub because I don't trust this player." I know Anderson wasn't there last year, but I don't imagine that if he was, Moyes would have been using him that much. We've seen that with Yarmolenko. It was hard enough for someone like Lanzini to get his sniff when he did, and obviously he picked up that little injury. But if you look at this, you look at those two signings of the Pellegrini regime: Haller 40 million, Anderson 35 million. Our two highest ever transfers, and all we've got back in returns out of an 80 million layout, roughly, we've got back 23 million. Not good business. And arguably, two of the most poorest transfers business-wise that West Ham's ever done. As a football club. At least with Payet, as much as it hurt when he went, we signed him for 12, sold him for 27 or 25, whatever it was. At least there was some profit there. And it's transfers like that and mistakes like that by not having a football director or having a decent scout that has probably put off the GSB thing to spend money, which again hurts Moyes and hurts us as fans. That was Pellegrini's fault. Pellegrini died on his sword for that. And the Roberto transfer obviously as well. But it's a shame that we couldn't have pushed it a little bit. Maybe I think you could have got 8 million for him. I don't know whether there's something about maybe we owed them a little bit more money and we've written off some money and then they paid us this money. I don't know. I don't know what the full like terms of the deal are. Yeah, so he's gone. Big wages though. That's one thing. Big wages are off. I believe, you know, he probably was on 100 plus, him, or at least 80 plus. You know, maybe we can give some of that money to Declan. Or put that towards some players. You know, if Yarmolenko goes as well, you know, you might have freed up nearly, you know, 250 grand's worth of wages, which is, you know, two decent players at West Ham. Or, you know, you're bumping up Dex's contract, you're bumping up Soufal's contract to, you know, give them a bit more, you know, stability and, you know, trust and belief and reward for what they've done. Yeah, so back to Lazio for him. Would be really ironic. I believe they are in the Europa League. Can you imagine if Lazio and Marseille are both in a group? That would be something, wouldn't it? You'd have the return of Anderson. I'm totally convinced that Marseille are going to be in our group as well for the Europa League, and it's going to be the return of Dimitri Payet. I'm highly convinced that is going to happen. So he's gone. But he wasn't there last year, so you know it's not like we're looking to replace someone because we didn't have him last year. We do need to get some transfers through the door, though. You know, obviously the Euros now. There's only got a few days left now. You know, it's over on Sunday. Whether England win it or not, it doesn't matter. It's over. So maybe business will start picking up. Obviously, those players that are there will have their 3-week holiday. Probably 2-3 week holidays. I think it's something in a footballer's contract that they have to have 4 weeks off. So they will get their 4 weeks off, and then business might start really picking up then in terms of, you know, big transfers that could affect West Ham. For example, if Harry Kane needs to go somewhere, that will spark off, you know, that Tottenham need to buy someone, and then that person Tottenham buys might be the one that comes, you know. So Jimenez, for example, could go to Tottenham, and then Wolves need a striker, so that goes there, and then Danny Ings goes here, and then Tammy Abrahams comes West Ham, and Adam Armstrong goes there, and Haaland goes Chelsea. All this could start happening in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Who knows? I don't think Declan Rice is going to go. I really don't. I think he stays for at least 1 more year. But if Declan Rice was to go, for example, that's 100, let's say 90 million to play with. And then all of a sudden, all these other things, but then clubs know that you've got money, or like I say, if Harry Kane goes for 100 million, all of a sudden clubs know that Tottenham have got 100 million, Grealish goes. There's all this stuff that could start kicking off in the next few weeks, and I think that's what it'll be. I think it'll be one big transfer will go through soon. Obviously, Sancho's already gone to Manchester United, but one big transfer will spark off things that will affect clubs like West Ham, you know, like the Wolveses and the Evertons that are waiting to do their business. Obviously, Leicester have done fantastically and got a lot of their business done early, but yeah, we do need to sign someone. It just needs to give us a little lift, you know, just because there is areas that we can all see it, you know. We need a spine, you know, we need a striker, we need a centre midfielder, probably a centre back, and a goalkeeper. Goalkeeper probably can survive 1 more year, but if you can go and get, I believe there is a rumour you can go and get Sam Johnston out of West Brom and Matheus Pereira for around 30 million. Why are we not doing that business? Why are we not going, okay, right, that's our goalkeeper sorted for the next 5-6 years. I don't know how old Johnson is. Could be a lot younger than I'm actually thinking. And you got Matheus Pereira comes in. He's sorted. He goes in. He's a fantastic player. If we didn't get Jesse, for example, again, Jesse Lingard, who knows what's going to happen there. That one's still up in the air. So yeah, something needs to happen. We just need that little bit of like, okay, right, someone's coming now. Pre-season starts Friday. Do you know what I mean? Our first game against Dundee is on Friday. So, you know, Moyes needs to, you know, get something done. You know, he'll have another look, I assume. You know, he'll have a look at some of them youth players again, see whether they're, you know, a year on, are they a bit more mature, are they ready to go in the team? But yeah, something needs to happen. Anyway, guys, I've rambled on. I started off Felipe Anderson, then I went on to transfer news, then I went on to pre-season. But yeah, it's nice to catch up with you guys, and I really hope you're all well. Please enjoy the game tonight. Don't drink too much. You know, you still got work, still got a couple of days worth of work. But yeah, listen, wishing all my luck to England. Let's hope Dex scores a goal. I've got this belief. I've got this belief. I keep saying it in work. I think Declan Rice is going to score the winner in the final on Sunday. I do. I genuinely believe that he is going to score a headed goal from a corner, and he's going to get the winning goal, and then we still keep to get that West Ham mantra that we've won it, you know. Anyway, guys, let me know what your score predictions is tonight. What do you think on Felipe Anderson? And as always, guys, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Come on, you Irons. Keep believing. Let's go.